Out with the second half of action. The second half. Let's go back to trackside with Patrick Schaefer.
And Calvello. It's 10-10. It's halftime. Strategy changes? You're going to stay with exactly what you got?
Well, I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do. I mean, you're like all the other announcers I've had all my life. But one thing I got to say, you pronounced my name right, and are you lucky?
Well, I'm glad I'm lucky about that. I just had a talk with Coach Cattell, and he tends to feel you don't have a chance second half.
Well, let's put it this way. Coach Cattell and myself skated many times on the same team, and I taught the boys a few things, too. Remember, I've been around 42 years, so I know all the tricks of the trade.
Good luck in second half, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Hello, everyone. This is Terry Saul from the San Jose Civic Auditorium, along with the Golden Girl, Joan Weston. Tonight, we are doing battle against the Detroit Blaze and the Dallas Bandits. The score is all tied up. The action is underway. The skaters being put down hard right off the bat. Number 16, Sonja Sims, is the lone jammer out after taking out Judy Woodward. Sonja Sims, the lone jammer out. Coming up against rough and tough, rugged Jan Vallow. Jan Vallow with that protective mask on. About 15 seconds of blocking left. Double block being set up by Jan Vallow and Erich. And the official talking to both Jan Vallow and Erich about that double block. Joan will touch on that a little bit later. Meantime, Rosetta Saunders making a move. Saunders goes up, takes him down. Sims right over the top, cuts it off as she goes down. Heads up skating by Sonja Sims, Joan.
That's really a top skater, you know, that knows they're falling, but they have presence of mind to cut that jam off.
There is 20 seconds between jams that the skaters have to regroup. The coaches have that much time to try and get their skaters up on the line and determine which one will be taking the jamming helmet. Remember, there's only one jammer, and that jammer must start from the rear of the pack. And once that whistle sounds, that 20-second clock is up, the jam will then begin, and it's Little Spitfire. Francine Cochu trying to get by, and I don't know who. Is it going to be Jan Vallow wearing the helmet? And Vallow takes the whip from Erich, which was a forceful whip, put Erich down. Francine Cochu, and Cochu picking up the speed, looking back and seeing Jan Vallow, and Cochu trying to pour on the speed. Vallow, a big gal right behind her. Vallow has just about caught her with 35 seconds. Vallow has now got Cochu, a hard block, puts her down. Half a minute 30 in jam time. Rosetta Saunders at the rear of the pack. Rosetta Saunders takes a shoulder block on Vallow now. 25 seconds in jam time. Vallow again caught up in the rear of the pack. There's Francine Cochu trying to make a late chase. 15 seconds left to go. 15.
Oh, they got
Vallow power play. Vallow going by, calls off the jam. 4 points.
That was teamwork. When you have two people that work together as a great team like Vallow and Erich, that's what'll happen for you. They saw they weren't making any headway getting by Rosetta Saunders, so they went up in the pack and nailed the pack up high for her to come in.
Here we go. The Dallas Bandits will be shorthanded. Francine Cochu and Carol Peanuts Meyer. Two exciting jammers, Francine and Peanuts. Cochu and Peanuts doing it back and forth. Myers blocking Cochu and puts her down. 35 seconds in jam time. Carol Peanuts taking off. Vallow put a little fear into Cochu as she goes by. There's Carol Peanuts. Carol Peanuts Myers, an exciting jammer. Exciting skater. She can do it all. It's J.J. Burton at the rear of the back due to defensive blocking now. 15 seconds in jam time. 15.
She's getting help now. Vallow's got Cochu high. Now she's going to work on Burton.
And Vallow up there. Look out, skaters being caught up there. Both skaters going down, and the jam is called off. No score. No
I
score.
think Peanuts is hurt on this.
It looks like it. And
I think she's hurt her shoulder.
No score, and I believe they're trying to stop the play right now. Carol Peanuts has been shaken up. We'll take a short timeout, and we'll come right back. San Jose Civic Auditorium, along with the Golden Girl, Joan Weston. Tonight we are doing battle against the Detroit Blaze and the Dallas Bandits. Erich out of the jam with
And Rosetta Saunders.
Here's a good matchup. Two top skaters in the league. And Erich throws a block. Saunders read it all the way. Saunders out by herself. Erica on the deck.
Boy, and Rosie's happy, too.
Unfortunately, there could be payback time now. A double block being set up at the rear. No, it's not going to be. Jan Vallow is going to try and take it. Half a minute 30 in jam time. Here comes Saunders. Now Saunders is going to have to get by Vallow. First obstacle, and there is nobody back there to help. Saunders has got to do this on her own.
They can't get back. All the rest of the girls are pushing them forward, and they're short one in the box.
15 seconds left to go. Vallow setting herself. Saunders being hit hard. Again, Saunders moving up. 10 seconds left to go. Saunders taking a beating at the hands of Jan Vallow. Saunders again being hit hard by Vallow. Time is rapidly running out, and Saunders going by.
Oh!
No more, no more. Saunders is going to go by and take it.
Rosetta absolutely suckered those girls into going so slow that when she made her move, they had no way to get to her.
And Calvello over there trying to...
Adding insult to injury.
Vallow in there, and believe me, folks, she is not a happy camper right now.
Even Cattell's not going to get too close.
It's not just bad enough being scored over like that, but to have Ann Calvello there to rub it in your face. Well, the score is 16-14. The Detroit Blaze still holding on to a 2-point lead. Joan, again about those injuries there. Do you remember when you were injured at whoever it was that injured you? Does that stick in your mind until the next time you get back out there?
You never ever forget it.
Right now, both teams are back at full strength. And it's going to be number 17, Julie Woodward, and little Francine Cochu wearing the jamming helmet for their respective clubs. 2 points separate these two teams. This is the final skating period for the women in tonight's game. The men will have one more go at it. Calvello screaming encouragement on to Cochu. Hard blocker Erich put down in the back up on her feet. There's Francine Cochu.
Nice backward shoulder block. Erich's down.
Look out.
Oh, beautiful Francine. And she's still going.
She's running for her life now. And Vallow waiting.
Saunders has got Vallow.
Vallow set up
she cuts it off. All right, Francine.
Look out. And Erich trying to get at Cochu. And Cochu is running. Look out. Calvello up there now. Look at Calvello rubbing it in. Cochu rubbing it in. And Hugh Kindle calling the shot.
Oh, that was great. That was great. You and I both came out of our chairs on that one. That was terrific.
Wanted to know what happened.
Oh, that was great. Great help by Rosetta Saunders. Great skating. J.J. Burton was up in the front. Vallow doesn't know what happened to her.
That was a very happy capper coach and Calvello. Cochu picking up a couple. Score is all tied up. All tied up with under a...
Hey, Cattell, how do you like that one? I guess you like that. You. Vallow's disgusted. She's going to go sit down. I think she got a penalty. The skaters really are not supposed to touch the coaches, you know, if you go up and push a coach from another team. I think Vallow probably got a penalty on that.
Vallow in the penalty box. Who'd she push, Calvello?
Probably. When she went over there to try to get at Francine, I think she ran into Calvello.
Less than a minute left to go. This jam will have the time on the scoreboard clock, which should just about be a minute. Now, Vallow's back out on the track.
Oh, she is back out. Maybe she didn't get a penalty. Maybe she just thought she had a penalty.
Game. What was she doing, resting?
I don't think Vallow would rest.
Apparently, I don't know what that one's all about.
In the meantime, these are two of the best right here, Sherry Erich and Sonja Sims.
They've already got the rear of the pack. Now, they've got about 35 seconds in jam time. Vallow blocking back hard on Sims, puts Sims up on the rail. Vallow now moving up on J.J. Burton, Rosetta Saunders. Saunders and Vallow trying to hold back their respective clubs.
They're really tight. They're trying to help their jammer and block out the other team's jammer at the exact same time. That's hard.
Hard blocking going in there. Look at number 1, Rosetta Saunders. Vallow in the meantime just rocking the skater.
Down goes Sims.
Time is running off the scoreboard clock. 5, 4. Here comes Vallow. No. Oh, no. Erich taking it hard. That's the end of the period. And the officials are...
Rosetta saw Vallow coming with that knee and just got out of the way, and Vallow hit Erich instead.
Erich down hard. There's Vallow.
That's called disgust. You're so mad at yourself when you do something like that.
A frustrating period, I think, for Jan Vallow. Look out.
You get
Look
excited.
Out. And Cattell. Calvello on the ground. Cattell walking away, and Hugh Kendall's going to make an announcement. Hugh Kendall over there talking with, there's Jerry Cattell. And Frank Apodaca now having words with you. A 1-minute team penalty on Jerry Cattell. Frank Apodaca over there backstopping. Make sure no one's going to take care of Van Calvello. I don't think Calvello needs Apodaca to stand up for it, though. We'll take a short timeout and come back. The men will be on the track. Stick around. Terry Saul and Joan Weston from the Civic Auditorium here in San Jose, California. Exciting bang track skating action. Dave Merez out on the jam, and he's got company. Alphonso Reyes. I believe this is the first time we've seen Reyes out on the jam tonight. Merez setting himself. Here comes Alphonso. Merez, and Alphonso throws a block, and Alphonso read that one all the way. Larry Lee now back to do the defensive blocking now.
Yeah, but Merez is right back there again.
30 seconds of jam time. Frank Apodaca will have to do defensive block. Leg block in there, Apodaca on Merez. Good block. Another block, Apodaca puts Merez down. Apodaca down, back up on his feet. Merez moving. Double block being set up. Remember, they cannot hold arms, just cross arms. Alphonso Reyes trying to make his move. Here comes
Apodaca got rid of Dave Merez. Here he comes to help.
10 seconds left to go. Time is rapidly running out. Reyes reaching back. Here comes Apodaca blasting through. Reyes just steps over and calls off the jam.
A lot of effort on that jam. Good teamwork.
2 points picked up by Dallas Bandits, Alphonso Reyes. I'll tell you what, crowd here in San Jose, mixed reaction to Alphonso Reyes. Not too well liked here in the West Coast.
Alphonso wants to get back up there and skate. Calvello just told him to go sit down and take a rest a second.
Ed Hessen starting the jam.
Tony Zapata from the Blaze. Tony Zapata's a fairly new skater. Got a lot of effort, Tony. He needs a little experience. He's up against a tough one right now.
He takes him high.
He got him. He got him.
Down. Beautiful. Okay, JoJo Stafford, a veteran skater, talking over Zapata. They're sizing it up. Frank Apodaca is the first obstacle. They got about a half a minute left to go, so they got plenty of time. Here comes Stafford. Stafford to lead the charge. Apodaca going by. Stafford misses. Now Stafford's going to go into the pack and take out skaters. Larry stole the first one. Zapata just has to skate on by him. Unfortunately, Stoll was able to regain himself. About 15 seconds left in jam. Skaters set up and on the rail. I believe that was Larry Stoll. Skaters going down, Zapata down. Apodaca set up there. Jam is called off. There is one more. Detroit Blaze point. Good effort by Tony Zapata.
You know, Jerry Cattell for a long time was known as the master of the stall. He calls a timeout with a 2-point lead with 5 minutes to go. I'm just wondering if he's going to try to think about a stall at this time. Actually, I think that's foolish. I think we got a little bit too much time left.
Looking good, guys.
There's Jerry Cattell.
We got it in the fight. We got it in.
Listen to what he's saying.
We're 2 up. 2 up.
We'll take a short timeout and we'll come right back. Golden Girl Joan Weston. We've got an exciting game. There's Ann Calvello talking with her team. Her team is trailing by a couple. She's working with them. Alphonso Reyes has skated a great game tonight. So is Frank Apodaca.
Well, Calvello's really concerned. She's got the jammer's helmet for this play on Frank Apodaca. So we'll see what happens here.
And it's Dave Merez. Apodaca and Merez will be doing it. Now see those jammers. They're starting from the rear. At least they're supposed to. And here we go. Dave Merez. Frank Apodaca. There they are. Reyes reaching back. Lee reaching back. Dave Merez out on the jam. Jimmy Smith is out there, but he is not an eligible scorer. He just didn't go out there to try and assist his captain, Frank Apodaca. I don't know if Merez knows he's back there. Now he does. Merez holding on. Apodaca another block puts Merez down. Half a minute 30 in jam time. And Dave Merez draws a warning about throwing his helmet. Meantime, Frank Apodaca has got the rear of the pack. Now 20 seconds left in jam time. 20 seconds left. Larry Lee blocking back on Apodaca. Hard blocking. Now Stafford's going to come back and take a shot at him. 10 seconds left to go in this jam. Apodaca again taking a move. And leg block in there by Larry Lee. Jammer's second there. Jimmy Smith is taken out. The other skater, but time is rapidly running off with 2-1. And Apodaca's not going to do it. No score. An interesting play, Joan.
Well, I think what happened actually was when Jimmy Smith broke out of the front of the pack to try to bring Dave Merez back in there, they lost a little pack control because they only had 3 guys in the front. And I think the Blaze pulled the pack a little bit. And Frank couldn't sucker the Jammers to slow him down so he could make a move against them.
With under 5 minutes left to go, it's 20-18 in favor of the Detroit Blaze. And Ann Calvello has got to be a little bit concerned right now. Her team is down by a couple of points. Let's see who she's going to put the...
I'll tell you what, look at the girls. They're a little concerned, too, on that infield.
You bet.
Vallow's trying to tell Cattell what they need to do.
What if they'll listen? Moving up is Larry Stahl for the Dallas Bandits. Larry Stahl trying to get by. Frank Apodaca sends him up there high. Larry Stahl is out on the jam. Larry Stahl has been around for a few years, and he's got company out there with Chuck Kennedy. Kennedy with the shoulder block on Stahl, and Kennedy almost loses his own balance off that block. Kennedy again, hold it on, and Kennedy sent up on the rail. Larry Stahl now moves on. Now Chuck Kennedy.
His feet did not touch the floor. He's still an eligible jammer.
If he can get back up there. In the meantime, Larry Lee is
They've
taking
got Larry Lee.
Lee is taking a beating by Alphonso Reyes. Stahl gets by. Apodaca hits Lee, puts him down. Now Alphonso Reyes is taking a move. He's got about 15 seconds to go, and they're trying to get skaters back there. And I believe they're calling a penalty, but the jam is continuing. Time is running out off the scoreboard clock. Skaters sit up on the rail with 10 seconds left to go. Apodaca going off to someone. Jam has been called off. This is going to be an interesting one.
I think Stahl's got 2 points.
There were 2 Dallas Bandit points picked up by Larry Stahl. I don't think they saw Apodaca go after Larry Lee.
I don't know if they did or not, but he's got a 1-minute penalty for the first one. If he's got a 2-minute penalty, they caught him.
Okay, they are calling it for blocking in the wrong direction. A 1-minute penalty on Frank Apodaca. And Apodaca went over and said something to Calvello. She ran up on the track there.
She ran up on the track because the Blaze have the Jammer's helmet on Dave Merez, and she ran up and told Jimmy Smith to take the helmet. Calvello's really being alert in this game. She's even noticing, you know, the other team, who their jammers are.
Meantime, the jam has started. Dave Merez out of the jam. Ed Hessen going out, and he's going to take out Jimmy Smith and give him a big whip. Smith staying right with him. These two have been battling. No love lost between these two. Jimmy Smith and Dave Merez. Leg block in there on Merez. Another block in there, and Merez sent up hard. Jimmy Smith taking off. He's got about a 15-foot lead on Merez. Merez is going to stay right with him, though. Merez will catch him before they get to the rear of the pack. JoJo Stafford out the rear of the pack now to do the defensive blocking now. Oh, Smith put down hard. Here comes Stafford now. Stafford's going to lead hard. Jimmy Smith back up on his feet. Here comes Stafford. Stafford leading the charge. Double block being set up. Beautiful takedown. Dave Merez goes over, calls out the jam, and it's a couple of quick points picked up there.
No score.
No score.
No score. Penalty on Stafford.
And Cattell's rubbing it in. He does not know yet. No score. Cattell doesn't know yet. He's walking around. He's walking around rubbing it in. He doesn't know yet. Now he found out. And look who told him. Calvello goes forward to tell him. Okay, less than a minute left to go. Less than a minute left to go. Now, this will be the last jam rule again. If a jam does start, this jam will go the full 60 seconds. With only 50 seconds left in regulation time, this jam will go the full 60 seconds. And who is it out on the jam? Dave Merez, number 11, and Frank Apodaca, the captain, going out for the Dallas Bandits. Apodaca and Merez out on the jam for their respective teams now. Skaters caught up in the rear of the pack now. 40 seconds in jam time. 40 seconds left to go. Merez stands himself. Throws on. Finds nothing but air. Apodaca now's got to go. Apodaca, the score is all tied up. 20-20. Time in this bar. Half a minute 30 left in this jam. Half a minute 30. Here comes Apodaca. Larry Lee, the first obstacle. Apodaca making the move. He's going to try and wait and take out Dave Merez now. 20 seconds left to go. 20 seconds left. Merez has come up now. Apodaca has got a look. He sidesteps. Apodaca's got one. He can call it off. Merez now moving up there. Merez is now the lead jammer. 10 seconds left to go. 10 seconds left to go. Time in this jam is running off with 4, 3, 2, 1. It's over. Joan, if it's be one each way.
No, it's not. Dave Morez has a penalty. When he got knocked down originally, he took his helmet off and threw it at Frank Apodaca, and they gave him a 1-minute penalty at the time. And what caused all the confusion was Dave didn't know he had a penalty and came into the back. So Frank was the only eligible jammer.
There were 2 Dallas Bandit points. It's a Dallas Bandit win. And Calvello is excited. Cattell is protesting. Jerry Cattell is protesting to head official Hugh Kendall. Cattell is screaming. She couldn't live well enough.
She loves it. She loves it.
And Calvello her team has taken a victory 22-20 over Jerry Cattell. 22-20. The Dallas Bandits over the Detroit Blades. We'll be right back. Here at the San Jose Civic Auditorium, where Ann Calvello's team has just defeated Jerry Cattell by a score of 22-20, and I'm a bit nervous being between Joan Weston and Ann Calvello.
I don't know why that would make you nervous. We're excited. That was a great game, a great win for Dallas. Tell us your secret, Ann.
Oh, I don't know.